to the Woolaroc Wildlife Preserve, which is north of Tulsa in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Honestly, the decision of what to do for like this particular outing changed quite frequently. The original plan was to do a really fun photo scavenger hunt in Tulsa on Turkey Mountain. That would have been 2 days ago. We signed up, we got the tickets, we showed up, and then our child refused to wear a coat, and I mean, it was cold, like in the 40s. Trish and I were completely dressed up and making sure that we were going to be warm since we were going to be doing like a hike and taking pictures outside, and he was just not wearing a coat. And then last night we were going to go see the Christmas lights at Rama in Tulsa, and then we had a bunch of different things happen to our car. What started out as a simple oil change ended up having to be like a tire replacement, and that had to be done at a different station than where we originally took it to, and it ended up being a whole thing. And I just said, you know what, it's going to be easier if we just don't worry about trying to fit Rama going to see the lights into this day, since there's so much going on anyway. So we finally settled today on going to Woolaroc on our way back to Kansas. So Woolaroc is a wildlife preserve and a museum, and is essentially a ranch. The name Woolaroc is a combination of the words woods, lake, and rocks, signifying honestly the nature that is, I don't know, I guess celebrated or preserved in its area. It started out as a ranch set up and established by Frank Phillips in the 20s, and then has kind of evolved into being this wildlife preserve and museum for families to go and visit. It's decent weather today. It's like in the 50s. It's really sunny, so I think it's going to be nice despite being almost December. And it will also be nice because going this route through Bartlesville takes us on a different route back to Kansas than we've done all these other times. So I think we're going to very much enjoy taking a different route back to Kansas, since that drive is getting very old. So I don't know how much we're actually going to get through when we get to Woolaroc. It may be a very short stop because we've also got Penny with us, and she can be on the grounds, but trying to corral our child and keep the dog, it's a lot of stuff to balance all at the same time. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll go and have a good time. So let's get on the road. We are headed north on 75, and the next stop is Woolaroc. Let's do it.
Behold all the pieces of fortress that once stood. Canvas's colors can't hold like they once could. And listen to the growing sound of all I've known that bids me farewell. I saw the new horizon deep within your eyes as the autumn leaves fell. And I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love.
So he's looking at this over here. He thinks it's a cow. And he loves cows.
And what good are hearts if you bury them all alone? Oh, everything I knew is turning into ruins in your shadow. And I thought that I'd be ready, but falling isn't steady once you let go. And I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love. Yeah, you broke me like the dawn breaks through the night. I didn't even know that it needed light. And I'm in love. In love. In love. Tie this string and pull it through. Either end would lead to you. 'Cause I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love.
Okay, so we are just now leaving the Woolaroc Wildlife Preserve, and it was awesome. I thought it was fantastic. There's a museum. There's their, I guess, like welcome center or whatever that thing is. We didn't go in the museum. We focused mostly on outdoor things because we figured we shouldn't push our luck in terms of what we are going to get to do today. So while we still have our child and he's happy and has some energy, let's go and do some stuff outside. Outside of the parking lot, there are multiple nature trails around there. We did one of the trails that was a mile loop, and then we got off of the trails and he played on the playground for a little bit. And there's a little, it's not really a petting zoo, but it's kind of like,
but that's the most similar thing.
Yeah, I guess that's the most similar thing. There was some there were goats, there was a miniature horse, and a donkey,
bunny rabbits,
yep,
and sheep.
Lots of things for him to see and pet. So now we are on the road, thankfully a different road than we usually do this road trip back. We are headed north out of Bartlesville, headed toward Kansas. We're a little over 3 hours away. So we're gonna get back on the road and we will see you in whatever is next week's video. We'll see you then. Bye.
And I'm in love.